In this video, we'll discuss how to set up and configure the EyeLink 1000 Plus in the desktop mount for head-free tracking in remote mode. First, screw the camera onto the desktop mount if it's not already attached. Next, we'll screw in the lens. We're using the 25mm lens here, but you can of course also use the 16mm lens in remote mode. We'll talk more about the two different lens choices at the end of this video. Simply remove the protective cap and screw the lens in like a light bulb. Try to grab the base of the lens and not the focusing ring. And then just screw it in until it's tight. There. Next, plug in the illuminator cables on the back of the desktop mount. With the desktop mount, it doesn't matter which plug goes into which port, just make sure that both are connected. Connect the power cable to the eye tracker and to an outlet. We suggest using an outlet with a surge protector. Connect the black Ethernet cable to the eye tracker and to the host PC. Then connect the blue Ethernet cable between the host PC and the display PC. Set the IP address on your display PC to 100.1.1.2 and set the subnet mask to 255.255.255.0. With the desktop mount, the trackable range of the system is 32 degrees of visual angle horizontally by 25 degrees vertically. Position the monitor so that it falls within this range. The distance from the participant's eye to the monitor should be at least 1.75 times the monitor width. Our monitor here is 53 centimeters wide, so we use a distance of 93 centimeters. You'll want to have a table that's long enough for the participant to sit comfortably at this distance from the monitor. Position the participant so their eyes align with the top quarter of the monitor. A chair with adjustable height will allow you to easily raise or lower the participant to the right level. Position the eye tracker so the distance from the camera to the participant's eye is about 55 centimeters. And so that the bottom knob is centered horizontally in front of the monitor. Then, adjust the height of the eye tracker so it is as high as possible without blocking the participant's view of the display. There, that looks great. Next, we need to give the eye tracker some information about the physical setup. Start up the host PC. It will automatically boot into the EyeLink software. We can quit to the file manager by pressing the Exit EyeLink button on the offline screen, or pressing Ctrl, Alt, and Q on the keyboard. From the file manager, click the Configuration button. Then click the Screen Settings button. First, we'll measure the screen dimensions. Measure the width and height of the monitor in millimeters, and make sure you're measuring only the screen and not to the edge of the case. This monitor is 530 millimeters wide by 298 millimeters tall. We don't actually need to set the display resolution, as it's best to send this from your experimental paradigm. If you're using Experiment Builder, this is done automatically, and you don't need to worry about it. If you're using another software, you can see the example projects included with the EyeLink Developers Kit. In remote mode, the eye tracker will precisely measure the distance from the camera to the participant based on the target sticker. So if we're only using the system in remote mode, we don't actually need to measure the eye-to-screen distance. This only applies to the head-stabilized mode. Next, we can enter the camera-to-screen distance. This ensures that the eye tracker properly compensates for head movements and calculates visual angle correctly. We want to measure from the point where the lens connects to the camera straight back to the screen. Here, we're at 385 millimeters. Finally, we can decide which lens we want to use. With the EyeLink 1000 Plus in remote mode, you can use either a 25mm lens or a 16mm lens. The 16mm lens gives you a wide angle for the largest movement range. That can be best if your participants might be moving a lot, say unruly toddlers. The 25mm lens provides a more zoomed-in view of the eye. While the movement range is thus a little smaller, this closer view allows for collecting the highest precision data in remote mode. We can make our selection, save our settings, and then we're ready to start tracking.